Robert Iger, the CEO of Disney, had a meeting with David Maisel, the vice chair and executive VP of Marvel. During the conversation, Iger had an interest in buying Marvel. A few months later, Iger said it again to Maisel. Maisel contacted his negotiator, Isaac Perlmutter, to work out the deal. In the negotiation, there were a few people involved. From Marvel, VP David Maisel, John Turritson, Marvel General Counsel and VP, Carl Sanchez, a partner, and Paul Hastings and Janofsky and Walker, who were the attorneys for Marvel, and Jeffrey Kaplan. For Disney, CEO Bob Iger, CFO Thomas Stagg, Executive VP Corporate Strategy Kevin Mayer. The position of the two companies, it looked like this. At first, Perlmutter didn't like the deal, though he loved Disney or what they do. But after a few meetings, Iger got to his heart, and the price had to be right. If Marvel was going to sell to Disney, Perlmutter would reap $1.5 billion in stocks and cash. Kaplan and Stagg went back and forth about the price, with Stagg proposed a price at $46 to $48, but upped it to $50 a share. Kaplan wanted $51 to $52 a share, though Kaplan gave in at $50 per share of stocks and cash. For Disney, Iger had John Lasseter, chief of Pixar, meet with the executives as part of the negotiation process. Lasseter told them that Disney will not alter the Marvel comic image in any way. Isaac Perlmutter's interest is that after the deal, he wants to stay on with his management team. Now, David Maisel would step down and retire, so to speak. Iger's interest for the company was to build a superhero division of Disney, where Mickey and Spider-Man walks around the parks, because Disney is still a child's dreamland. Iger wants Marvel to have a standalone product under Disney, like ABC, ESPN, and movie divisions like Miramax and Touchstone. Plus, Iger also wants Marvel for its movies, television, digital, and merchandise. Disney bought Marvel for $4 billion. There are three negotiation techniques I want to point out in this deal. I think there was a little dirty trick from Perlmutter where he negotiated back and forth about the money, but in the end, he just wanted more. Another technique is affiliation, because Iger's great uncle, Jerry Iger, worked for Marvel as an illustrator cartoonist who teamed up with Will Eisner to start Eisner and Iger Studios in the 1930s. There is a strong connection. The last one is status. Both companies are highly recognized all over the world as being beloved companies. Neither of them are in financial straits. I think what went well in the negotiation process was the negotiation itself. Even though it took from February, when Iger first mentioned it, to August 31st, when the last handshake was, it took a few months. There was no negative comments between the two companies. What went wrong was that they went back and forth on the price of the deal. Also, the lawyers worked around the clock for 2 weeks sorting out the right issues and buttoning down the protection measures. Another thing, both companies wanted to get the deal done before the New York Stock Exchange opened, but they found out there was one person that didn't sign for the deal. Well, they called and got it signed on August 31st. An agreement was made between Disney and Marvel. Disney bought Marvel for $4 billion, with the company stated of what they are as a superhero comic book, making movies, television shows, and merchandise, and with Disney work ethics that is shown with different products and companies that they have. The negotiation agreement deal will foster a long-term meaningful relationship in this way. Why not have two of the biggest companies that's loved by millions come under one roof with Mickey Mouse and friends, be with Marvel superheroes?